technology. I'm trying to go live on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube all at the same time. But we gonna make it happen. So guys, thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you for being here. So today I'm very excited to talk about marketing. All right, let me tell y'all the truth. When I first started Black and Green, I didn't think I understood marketing. And to be quite honest, I don't really think I understand it now. But I must understand marketing because I've built over a $7 million business with the tactics I've been using. And I was talking with someone and I was like, yeah, I really don't know marketing that well. And she said, I don't understand that. If you have folks purchasing from Black and Green, you clearly understand something. And I was like, I took a step back. I was like, oh, I do understand marketing. I just do marketing in a different way. So I didn't really understand it or see it as marketing. So today I'm going to break down my version of marketing and kind of how I've been so successful with Black and Green. So let's get going. All right, here we go. Okay, and so if you're on Facebook, you can see slides. If you're seeing it on Instagram, you can't see the slides, but feel free to go watch it on Facebook so you can see the slides. So I'm going to tell you the winning marketing strategies for marketing your natural products. So here we go. Let's jump into it. All right, I don't like wasting time. I don't like wasting anybody's time. I don't like wasting mine. I don't want to waste yours. So I want to let you know what I'm doing. So if this is not meant for you, you don't waste your time staying here. So you're in the right place if you make your own products. I mean, they work for you magically. You have shared them with your friends and your family, and they all keep saying you should start a business, but you don't necessarily know how. So if you're making kind of your own stuff because you can't find it, and folks are telling you should start a business, but you don't know how, I'm trying to help you. I'm helping those folks. So this is not for you if you do not create your own products. You do not have time to invest in yourself, because that's what this is going to be about, investing in yourself. And if you are not willing to let go of limiting beliefs, so you have to have an abundance mindset to work here with me. Okay. All right, so let's go. So if folks are told you to you should start a business, but you don't really know how, you found yourself feeling overwhelmed because you don't know the first right step. You don't feel like you have enough money to run ads, and you're feeling lost because you really just don't know where to start. I'm going to try to help give you some direction in the one piece, care piece. I'm going to help trying to give you some direction around that. So rule number one when it comes to marketing is be authentic. Okay. Be authentic. Real recognizes real. Okay. And your customers who want to support you are going to be real, and they're going to want to know, and they're going to feel that you're talking from your heart. The beauty of Black and Green is that I was my genuine self, and my customers could feel that. And because I was my genuine self, my down moments I shared with them, my up moments I shared with them. And because of that authenticity, they stuck with me and they supported me. And because of that authenticity, I created a product, I created a marketplace that aligned with my core values, my core beliefs. When you're authentic, you create something that you love, that you believe in, and you stand strong behind. Your customers can tell that. And now I see a lot of brands, they're trying to create something and say, well, this is a new look. This is the new trend. I'm going to try to do that thing, but I don't really like it. But it's a new trend, so I'm going to try to do it. That won't work. Like, you have to stay true to yourself. You have to be very authentic about what you're creating, who you are, and how you can show up in this world. So for instance, I didn't create product because that is not my magic. My magic is not in creating products. My magic is finding other women who are creating products and creating a marketplace to help market all their products. So I stayed in my lane of what my magic is. And here's a second rule. The second rule is visual representation tells a story. Visual representation tells a story. So what that means is that the way your product looks, The way that it's labeled, the way that it's packaged tells a story. The way your social media looks tells a story. The way your website looks tells a story. You want to be very intentional about what that story is, and you want to make sure it's connecting folks with the story of your brand. So if you're authentic, you understand what you're trying to create, you understand what you're trying to produce, and then you make sure that your visuals are aligned with that vision. You got to make sure there's some alignment here. That's the way that marketing works. We don't have a whole bunch of money to spend. You have a very clear vision. You have clear visuals that are aligning with that vision. And well, the slide right here is coming up for you to tell me a bit about myself. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all rule number 3. Then I'm going to come back to tell you a bit more about me. So rule number 3 is, oh goodness gracious, these slides are not in the right order because they got me jumping everywhere. And I just put these slides together, okay? Rule number 3 is making sure that you get your labels professionally created and printed, because that's a part of your marketing. I think folks don't understand how their packaging is a part of their marketing story, and it is. So you want to make sure that your packaging aligns with your goal. You want to make sure it aligns with your ethos, it aligns with your mission, it aligns with your vision. So your packaging has to tell that story, and that's kind of the way that you market. The second thing is, when you're being authentic, understand what problem is your product solving and be very crystal clear on explaining that problem to your customers. They can understand what you're offering them that they can't get anywhere else. The question to ask anyone when they apply to be on Black and Green is, what makes your product unique? What makes you different? I want to know that you have researched what's out there and exists out there and what makes you stand apart. Being able to articulate that to your customers is key. You have to say, here, I know this is out there, and this is out there, and this is out there. This is how my product, this is how my thing, this is how my solution is different. And that's what you want to get accomplished in your marketing. Be authentic in that story, which means you have to really understand it. You have to understand what makes you different. You have to understand what makes you unique. You have to make sure that you're being authentic when you're talking, authentic when you're writing, authentic anywhere that you're showing up talking about your brand. You have to be yourself and understand that in that authenticity, that you can also find other folks that have the same exact problems that you have. So when you're real, you can find people who understand have the exact same problem. But let me tell you an example. If you're trying to not be authentic and you're trying to pretend to be something different, or you're trying to create something following with trend, you won't be able to find who your actual customers and people are, because it is not rooted in who you actually are. It's not rooted in what the true meaning of your product is. So authenticity helps you find your true market. Okay. And the visual representation is also really, really important to make sure that's aligning with your market. And my son just came in here to say he want to eat. So that means I'm about to cut this short. But you guys, those are the key tips. Make sure you're authentic. Understand that visual representation matters. It's so important. And make sure that you get your labels professionally created. So that way you can. I want to eat, Mommy. I got you, baby. 1 second. So that way you can tell that story. You can market when people see your package. You want your packaging to market for you. That's the most important thing. You want to understand how you want people to feel, how you want people to think, what you want people to do, and your packaging should do that job for you. So here's just one little tip I went over today around marketing and the importance of marketing. I have a lot of more tips about how you can make your products be get ready for retail success, run packaging and try to get on the shelves and all those different things that you can do. And so I'm going to be going over that in a masterclass that I'm going to be doing. My son done turned my light off, child. Jesus Christ. A master class that I'm going to be doing on Saturday, December the 9th at 12 o'clock. I'm going to be doing a master class that you guys can go ahead and register for that master class to come in. I will go through 4 more strategies and not just on this one marketing strategy. I only gave you a small piece of it, but I'm so excited to be able to give you guys more strategies. And so I'm going to try to put the banner on here now. So if you're watching this, all right, that's the link. I will come back behind the recording and put the link for you guys to register for the masterclass that I'm going to do on Saturday about trying to get your products ready for retail. So I have been doing black and green for 6 years. My son gonna be playing with my light, so y'all work with me here. I've been doing black and green for 6 years, and I have learned and kind of what has made brands successful, what hasn't made them successful, and I want to share that information with you all. Because I feel like it's no good if I just know it and I don't do anything with it. It's good if I can share it. So that's kind of really my goal is I want to share more of this information with you all so you can try to invest in your products that you're creating. You want to start a business, but you don't know exactly how. I want to guide you to the steps to make sure that happens. I can take all of my knowledge and my experience since these past years to help you kind of get there. And so register for this masterclass so I can kind of walk you through all the pivotal things that you need to make sure you need to do to kind of launch your business. Because let me tell you, after George Floyd was murdered and the 15% pledge started, there was this huge demand for Black owned products. And they were calling me, Sephora called me, we just can't find the brands. And I was like, one, that ain't true. Two, I know there are a lot of them out here, but I know that they're looking. And so I want to make sure that you guys have the tools that you need to go walk on those doors and knock on those doors and say, here I am, here my product is, and I am retail ready. Let's go. So sign up for the masterclass I'm having this Saturday so I can help you guys get retail ready. And hopefully you got my little tips about how you can market, be authentic, be yourself, understand the visual representation matters and tells your story. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to do this.